Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here, and wow, how hot is it? In the UK at the minute we're all melting. It's been so hot and us Brits really aren't used to it, especially going on for this long. What have I been up to? It's been a while guys, it's been a while. I have been busy behind the scenes working on my new Sega wall videos, but there's a lot of creativity that I'm trying to add to those, just to mix things up a bit, and it takes a lot of time, and unfortunately time's something I don't have a lot of this time of year. For those of you that know me well, I've got a young family, and with all this glorious sunshine, the kids craze me to go out and not be a vampire, sit in the house and play me retro games. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's been quite a while now since I last done a pickups video, so that's what this is going to be, a bit of pickups video, a bit of a channel update, and just to show you guys what Sega Zombies bought over the last few weeks. There's quite a bit of Sega, as you all are expecting, but there's some nice other quirky little bits that I'd like to share with you guys. So let's get underway, let's see what we've got. Now I think first of all I'm going to show you guys something I picked up off Gavin Harris off GGG. He put a little auction sort of offers post up, which GGG likes to do that. You don't ever seem to see sales posts anymore, it's always offers. But anyway, Gavin has had this item that I've wanted for a long time, and finally he's put it again up for sale, and I was the highest bidder, so this is what I got. Now you're all probably wondering, what on earth is that? Now this is quite a rare item. It came out in the early 2000s with the launch of the Dreamcast, and from what I can gather, Tiger at the time, when they were due to release these, were bought out and went bust, and they got into financial difficulties, so this was released in very short supply. Now I know there's others for the range. I knew this was going to happen on camera. It's a right pig to get this controller out of here. Here we go. That plugs in there like that. Let's turn it on for you. Yeah, it's like set up like a little arcade machine, and it's actually quite, for an LCD game, quite an in-depth, good little version of Sonic Adventure. A great little game. I'm hoping to show this in more depth in a future video. I am working on a sort of tabletop LCD type of video. I hope you guys will be interested in seeing that, and this will feature in it. This is a really hard to get item. I saw it on a YouTube video a few years back. I've always kept my eye open, and finally I've got one to go into the Sega wall, so that's a great little item. Really chuffed with that. I said it would be quirky. I said there would be some different bits and pieces today. Whew, it's so hot guys, I'm literally melting. I'm trying out a new microphone. I've had a few problems with microphones, that's why some of my videos, the audio is a bit hit and miss. And I've just been experimenting because I film everything through my iPad. It's difficult to get a decent microphone without spending hundreds of pounds to get an audio quality that I'm happy with. I've been using different microphones that I've sourced. I'm now going to try this one. It seems pretty good so far. It does distort a little because I'm quite a loud person and I've got a very loud voice, so everyone tells me. So yeah, we'll keep going on and hopefully this will be alright. So that's another pickup I got, this new microphone. Looking to get some more light boxes. I've noticed that I have to film when there's good light, and that sometimes can stop me having time to film because I finish work very late, and the nights are starting to slowly draw in, and it takes away some of the time. So I am investing in equipment to improve the channel and to improve the videos. So I'm waffling again, I've gone off topic. I'm showing you stuff that I've bought, haven't I? Another quirky little thing I picked up, and that is this from Cable Guys, and that is the Sonic the Hedgehog phone and controller holder. Now, someone on Galaxy Sega showed this off, and I was like, wow, I've got to get one. And I instantly just went straight onto eBay, I think it was, and picked this up. And this is going to sit on my desk at work, and that will charge me phone. I'm hoping that will look really, really cool. Or I might just keep it in the box for another 6 months. Who knows? But I think it's really good, and it's nice to see the original Sonic in some merchandise. So, you know, really happy with that. Another little purchase. Quite a bit off eBay, if I'm being honest with you. You know, for you guys that watch my channel, I don't really buy that much on eBay. There's odd bits and pieces, but this is quite eBay heavy this month. So what's next? We'll stick with Sega, shall we? And I got this bundle really, really cheap, again off eBay. The game I really wanted was Who Shot Johnny Rock. Now, it wasn't until I see this listing that I knew that this game was on the Mega CD or Sega CD. So I was desperate to get it. I believe it was released on the 3DO originally, or I know it was on. There was a version of it on the 3DO. That's how I know of the game. But it's got everything with it. But what you'll notice, even the packaging, but what you'll notice is the front case cover to the case is missing, and that's unfortunately the same as the other two I have here, which is Lodestar. Again, they're all in great condition with their front covers. It's just the case is missing. And again, with Sega Racing Aces, there's packaging falling out everywhere here. Yeah, again, no covers. Now, I know these are an absolute pig to get hold of. They're not an easy thing to get. I'm hoping really just to replace Who Shot Johnny Rock, because I got this bundle for about £10, I think it was, plus postage and packaging. So I thought, you know, just to get Who Shot Johnny Rock was a really, really good price, and I'm sure I can make use of these other parts, because as I'm now going to show you guys, which is here, another eBay purchase and at a good price, is I got this, which is Lodestar. So this is in great condition. It's got all its front cover, it's got the foam, it's all in really lovely condition. It has got a crack, I don't know if you can see that on the corner there, so perhaps I can use the back off the other ones. But yeah, this turned up literally just after I purchased those, and again I think I paid about 12-13 quid for that posted. So, you know, happy to put that. I do like the unique titles and the exclusives that come out on the Sega CD, so I do always look out for those. Sticking with Sega CD, another game I've opted to go for on the Sega CD is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I purchased this off Galaxy Sega. A really great Galaxian on there, done me a great deal on this. He even held on to it for me for a few days for payday as well, which was even greater of him. I can't remember your name, I'm crap with names. No, it's gone, sorry mate. But yeah, a great Galaxian on Galaxy Sega. And you know, I don't really want to be paying £200-300 for this PAL when I think he done this for me for 40 quid. I'm happy with that. I actually gave this game a blast. What can I say? I can see what they were trying to do. Batman Returns on the Mega CD, the driving levels were great. They've tried to make a game out of it here. And does it work? I wanted it to work. It's the frame rate drops too much. The controls are a bit clunky. It's a shame, you know. I'm sure I'm going to persevere with it because I love Batman. I was a great fan of this cartoon back in the day, and it's a driving game, and I like my driving game, so I'll persevere with it. I've got through the first few stages of it, but yeah, you don't seem to have any time to react with the enemies, which makes it frustrating. So yeah, maybe it's the enemies coming at you on the screen. You just don't get a chance to move out of the way. And yeah, that was annoying me a bit, but I'm sure I'm going to go back to this and give it a bigger blast. I'm going to have another sip of drink, guys. Oh, not like Tootie though, drink the old Budweisers. I'm on the hard stuff, I'm on Coca-Cola. Next up, shall we stick with Sega? I think would be best, wouldn't it? So next up, we're going to go with a purchase I got off Pete Armour. Now Pete has decided to have a bit of a cull of his collection, some bits and pieces he no longer wanted. And yeah, he done me a great deal on these ones. So first up, we've got Alien Front Online. Again, an NTSC American exclusive, this one. It is one that obviously is online. Because it went a bit bigger in the United States, the online play, than what it did here in Europe. But yeah, this is all sealed up. I can obviously open the box, but the game inside is all sealed. And it's got the microphone and all the other jargon that goes with it. And again, I want all the exclusives on the Dreamcast. For those of you that know, I've been collecting Dreamcast since launch. Still haven't got a full PAL set. Getting slowly there though. And yeah, as and when these exclusives pop up, I'll grab them. And you know, this looks interesting. I might unseal it, I might not. Who knows? But it's going to sit on the wall gathering dust with some of the others. I'm someone that cycles through consoles. I'll have a fad of going through all the different consoles I own. My most go-to console is the Mega Drive. I'm always playing the Mega Drive, but I tend to go through phases of playing Sega CD, Mega CD, 32X, the Amiga, the Ataris, you know, all the different systems I've got, and I sort of rotate through those. And when I'm really into playing those, I'll be picking stuff up for them because, you know, subconsciously that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, so that was a great buy off Pete. And also in that deal, I'm running out of space down here, guys, is another NTSC exclusive and a game, again, I've never played, BoogaBooga. This looks like a sort of like one of those party sort of games, sort of like multiplayer. There was quite a few of these style games back in the day, Cell Damage and the stuff like that, you know, where it's all to do with the split screens, arena based. I believe it's that sort of game. Looks interesting, looks okay. I've heard very average things about it, but it's a game again to add to the wall to gather some dust, possibly. And the other game I got off Pete, which this is a quirky one, and it's Indiana Jones on the Mega Drive, but it's not the Indiana Jones that we all know. This is called, I think Pete told me it translates to Indiana Jones and the Halls of Time or Halls of Light. I can't remember what he said, but basically it comes in one of those little micro cartridges. It's Russian. Obviously it's counterfeit, it's not a genuine release, and it's Rick Dangerous. I absolutely love Rick Dangerous. It's an awesome game on the Amiga, on the Amstrad, on the Spectrum. I like all versions of Rick Dangerous. It's one of them unique games that had a great port on all systems, and it's on the Mega Drive. I'm really, really chuffed to put that, and I have been playing this a lot. This has been taking up a lot of my gaming time. Yeah, it's great. Really, really good. So thanks for that, Pete. Really, really chuffed with that little bundle. That is awesome. Right, next up, guys, let's stick with Dreamcast, because I finally got another PAL game, and this was Mike Almond, sorry, that done this for me. Now this was a while ago. I think this was just shortly after I done my last video, pickups video, but that's Heavy Metal Metal Geomatrix. It's a game that I know I owned back in the day, but for whatever reason I may have traded it, or I didn't like it too much. I'm not sure. I can't remember, guys. To be honest, I thought I had it, and when I listed a load of stuff on one of my collecting apps on my iPad, I was quite shocked to see that wasn't in the collection. But it's in there now, and Mark done me an absolutely brilliant price on this. This is a game that's shooting up fairly, like most Dreamcast games, like Retro in general, but Dreamcast, very popular at the moment, and some of the prices, from what I've seen over the last 18 months, have just gone absolutely mad. There's a few games that I wish that I did picked up and not been so slow over the last couple of years, because they have just shot up in value. So, you know, glad to get that in the wall. It's another one off the list. I think I need 17 now for the PAL set. Still a couple of big hitters in there. I need the Samba game with all the big huge maracas and the whole set. I need that, which is going to cost a pretty penny. Also Moho, and I think this is why I might not ever achieve a full Dreamcast set now, because Moho, it's awful. What a crap game. I think I bought that when it was released, and it was like a budget title, really cheap, and it was crap. I can remember going straight back to the shop and trading it in. And what's so frustrating is on the PS2 you'll pay about £2 for that game, and it's what, 200-300 quid now on the Dreamcast. Whoa, I just don't think that's going to happen unless I find it in a charity shop, or or I stumble upon it in a bundle or something like that. Who knows? You never know. Stranger things have happened. Now, shall we stick with Sega? Yeah, why not? Another game that I picked up a while ago, and that's a Genesis game, Genesis exclusive, and that's Bimmy Run, or Bimney Run. Very unique game, this one. I remember playing games similar to this on the computers back in the day, but not many on the more modern sort of consoles, the 16-bit genre. And this is kind of like Chase HQ, but you're in a speedboat. So you're chasing after the criminals, avoiding all the obstacles. It's quite a blast. I got this off eBay. The guy had a best offer option on there. I put a cheeky bid in, and the guy, I didn't notice at the time, but the seller noticed that I lived in Ipswich, which is the same town he lives in, and he said, yeah, you can have it for that price if you come and pick it up. So that's what I done. It's in really nice condition. Yeah, and it's a great little game. I have actually gave this a blast. Yeah, it's quite fun. And I'm sure I'll play it more because I love the Chase HQ style of games. So yeah, really looking forward to giving that a bigger blast. And what is next? Right, next up, an Atari Jaguar game, and that is Club Drive. Now people are probably screaming at the screen right now saying, why on earth, Scott, have you bought that game? It is a poor game on the Atari Jaguar. It's not one of the gems, but it's a game I bought back in the day, and I made myself play and like this game. It's got the 3D sort of polygon graphics. It's all complete. It's in these lovely cases. I've invested in these cases, in quite a few of these, because they're really high quality. I'm going to do a future video on it, on some of these cases for box games, because it's quite unique to me, box game collecting, because, you know, most Sega stuff came in cases, and for the formats that I do collect for, as I don't collect Nintendo, there's a few that come in the boxes. Now these are all in great condition, and to safeguard them, I've invested in a load of these, and they're great little cases. Like I said, I'm going to do a highlight video on them. They really do show off your wall. Not only do they protect your games, but they also look really nice in that. And they're a great thing for games that aren't quite perfect or in the condition you want. It really neatens and tidies them up. So yeah, I'm going to do a little highlights video on that. So look out for that one, guys. But yeah, Club Drive in the Atari Jaguar collection. I'm starting to build up quite a respectable Atari Jaguar collection. I did do a video on my games over a year or so ago now, and the Atari Jaguar collection is looking healthy. I pick up games every now and again. I think I may go for a full set actually for the Atari Jaguar, but it's a slow burn because I had a large Atari Jaguar collection years ago. I sold it a few years ago when needs must, I'm afraid, at the time. So because I'm reinvesting into that collection, I'll only pick the stuff up if it's at a reasonable price. I'm in no hurry to pay silly money for these games. And I can safely say that all of the Atari Jaguar games I've got in my collection so far have all been bargains and at great prices. So it's just the waiting game. Patience is good, especially in this game. Next up, an Atari Jaguar box. Now if I can, I have filmed some footage of me opening this because there's a bit of a horror story with this, which is often the case when you buy off eBay, and you take the risk of the seller not packaging this good. Now this was delivered to me through Hermes in a black bin liner. That was it. I'm surprised it stayed in the condition it's in. I knew about the stickers, obviously, this piece of tape here and the crease running down the middle here. I think this damage here is all that it got, which is an absolute miracle coming through a courier like Hermes in just a bin liner. I was shocked. You'll see if I can put that video in. I'm not going to open this all up because I've actually placed my Jaguar inside here because it's packed away for a little while I've got my Amiga set up. It's got the insert, the cardboard poly insert. It's got the manuals, the original bags. And the reason why I haven't complained to this seller, because you're probably saying, have you put a claim in? Have you? No, I haven't. I'm going to drop him a message and say, please, in the future, if you're going to sell something, you know, make sure you wrap it and package it well. But it came with the official SCART RGB lead in the box, which he hadn't actually put in the listing. So how I see it is I've gained that, and I've gained a couple more dents and bashes to the box, but I'm happy with it for the price I paid, which was £25 all in. That's a great buy, and I've finally got a house for the Atari Jaguar. And I love the style and the artwork and everything to do with the Jaguar. It looks really cool, so really happy with that. Sticking with hardware, my good mate, my Sega brother Ryan Connors of Galaxy Sega went and picked this up for me. Now this is the HD Mega Drive. It's a Chinese knockoff clone. I've heard mixed things, good things about them actually. I've picked this up I'm going to do a video on this very soon. Within the next few weeks I'm going to do an unboxing video, because I've not opened it up and set it up yet. I want to do it live on camera to share with you guys, like I did with some of my other unboxing videos with the At Games systems and things like that. So we're going to do an unboxing video of this. We'll put it through its paces and see if it's worth investing in, guys. I was very fortunate. It's in really nice condition, the box. It was posted up on Galaxy Sega. It was pick up only in Doncaster, so Ryan's from that area, so he went and grabbed this for me. Brilliant. So look out for that video, guys. That's another video I'm going to plan very soon. Sticking with the hardware sort of stuff, I've also picked up this. Now you're probably thinking, Scott, Sega Zombie, why have you picked up this old ancient thing? The reason being, it's nostalgia again. I had one of these when I was young, or my uncle had one of these, and I believe he gave it to me or he sold it to my family, and I used to set my Mega Drive up on this. Now I can remember setting it up, and I sort of kind of thought I'd made myself a portable console, because it's pretty lightweight for what it is. It's black and white. If I can, I'm going to put some photos in now for you to have a little look at. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a cool little bit of kit, and you know, it's something with nostalgic reasons I wanted to put this in my collection. I'm into my CRT TVs. I'm trying not to be, because they're going to take up so much room, but I have some more on the way which I'll share with you guys in a later video, and another pickups video, because I haven't got them in my possession yet. Next up, what have we got? Gosh, so hot, guys. Right, next up we've got some Saturn games. Both of these are off eBay, and also I've got to give a shout out again to Peter Coombs. That man looks after me when it comes to Japanese Saturn. He'll always tip me off if something's on eBay. He'll Facebook me, I think I've mentioned this before, he'll Facebook message me with the item number and he'll just say buy this. He's got me some great bargains. And first up is this one, which I've only just received. This one I've not been able to play it yet. It's an Atlas release, looks like a shooter. Pete knows that's what I love. I've never played this game before, and it's Gugu Ace Episode 2, Sengoku Blade. I've absolutely destroyed the pronunciation of that game, as I always do, but yeah, this looks a really good game. I can't wait to give this a blast. I'm actually going to be playing this one later on tonight. So yeah, really chuffed to get that. I think that was £45 posted that, so you know, happy with that price. And then the game I've been after for a while. Pete knows I was after this game. I missed out on it a while back. Someone had a load of games for sale. I purchased some, but at the time I didn't have the funds for it. And since then it seems to have gone up in value. Quite a significant amount, but Pete found it on eBay on a buy it now best offer. I've put in a best offer for the price I wanted to pay originally for it, and the guys accepted, and that's Batsu gun. What a shooter this is. This and Rick Dangerous, the Indiana Jones games on the Mega Drive, has been taking up the majority of my retro gaming time. This game is just like a follow-on to Mega Drive shooters. It's absolutely great. Yeah, what more is there to say, guys? If you've got the money, go out and get it as a toe plan game. It's absolutely great. The power-ups, the weapons, the sprites, the graphics, the music, everything. The music, David. The soundtrack, shall I say. And that's a running joke, that is, with my Realm admin. Because I'm from Suffolk, a county in the UK, we're a bit farmer here, it has to be said. And how we pronounce certain words like music, I don't know if I've said that right, but it sounds like I'm saying moo. I apologise to that, viewers, but that's how it is, that's me. But yeah, Batsu gun, great soundtrack, great game, I'm loving it. absolutely loving this game. So chuffed to have this in the Sega wall. It's brilliant. Next up, what have we got? Some different bits. We've got some Vectrex now. Now, Stephen Attu, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Chatted to him a bit. He's sold me a load of stuff. Loads and loads of stuff. Let's have a little look. Right, now these are just the boxes. Now, from what I can gather, he picked up in the wild a Vectrex with a load of games and stuff, and he had a few that unfortunately the cartridges were missing, but the inserts, the boxes, and the most important thing of all, the inlays, even though that one's a bit scratched up, are all present. Now I have a multi-cart that I use on my Vectrex, so he's done me an absolutely great price for these, and it's a really good way of how I've been able to get the inlays to play these games. Here's another one, Starship. Again, it's got its manual and its inlay, or overlay, whatever they're called, which again is absolutely great, because it just finishes the games off. I've not got a single game that has an overlay, and it's such a shame, because I want to play them in how they're supposed to be played, and you know, they're going to add to the games. So that's another one there. And then we've got Blitz, which is American football. Again, it's got its overlay and it's got its manual. I might try and source these carts, because these are actually in really nice condition. They're not bad at all. The one game that did have the cart and is complete is Rip Off. Again, it's in all really good condition, all complete. The overlays in there. So yeah, another great one to add to the collection. See, this is where I go. I had no intention of buying box complete games for the Vectrex. I wanted the multi-cart for space more than anything. I wanted the multi-cart, which I've got. I was thinking about investing in some of the custom overlays and things like that, and then I've discovered the new games that are being released on the Vectrex. A massive scene. There's a great Facebook page dedicated to the Vectrex, and it seems a generally great community on there, and there's some great games. There's some really top people out there making some awesome games, which once I've finished showing you these, I've just remembered something that I've not put in my pile, which I will do a jump cut to and show you the new game I've just got. And then also in that collection of Stephen is Solar Quest. Again, it's in great condition, manual and the overlay with the insert. And again, for the age of these, they're in really, really good condition. So like I said, let's see if I can pick up the carts and complete them. Also in that bundle, we got Stephen, the man of empty cases. We got Quake for the Saturn, the Generation 2 box, got the manual, no disc, and Street Fighter Alpha. Now, I thought I had this game, and going through my collection, I only have Street Fighter Alpha 2. So, it's in reasonable condition, average I'd say. So, let's see if I can track down the disc for that. And then last but not least in that bundle off Steve, I got Lethal Enforcers, the box, which is in pretty nice condition. It's got a little bit of dentage there, but I reckon I could get that out. It's actually got no insert. It hasn't got the moulding that it all sits in. There's no gun, but it does have the disc and the manual. So I've already got Lethal Enforcers for the Mega CD, so I'll just swap it about and so I can get the best version out of the two, and move on to anyone that is interested in the other bits and pieces. So a massive shout out to Steve on that. A great bundle, that really chuffed with that, mate. I'm just looking to make sure I haven't missed anything. I'm going to jump cut now and show you guys the new game I've got for the Vectrex. We are, boys. Let's see what we got. Now, at the Revival, I absolutely adored the Vectrex stalls they had there, and there was people showing off all the different things they've got the Vectrex to do. Seeing Star Wars arcade game running through it. I'm not sure what magicry is going on there, but it looked fantastic, and there was a few games there which I was fascinated with, blown away with, and one of those was Big Blue. Got to sit there and talk to the guy that designed this game a fair bit and got to play it, and wow, what a game. I really enjoyed this game. He's sent it in a lovely box protector there. Check it out. It's in awesome. Look at the production of that. Really, really nice box. And it's got a very similar insert to Vectrex games. There's the cartridge, number 87. And the overlay in there as well, which has still got its protective film on, because I've yet to set the Vectrex up and play this. I'm waiting on that one for a retro night, so we can show that off. But yeah, this is an absolutely awesome game. Check it out. The guy is selling on eBay, and I think he's got his own site too. I'll put whatever I can down below to help in promoting that. But there we go, guys. There we have it. So as you can see, that's been my buying habits over the last few weeks. Loads of stuff. It's just been too hot to play any of it. It's just been mental heat here. And as you notice, us Brits, we talk about the weather just because that's what we do. So there we go, guys. There's another video for you. I'm hoping to get this uploaded as soon as I can. Like I said, I'm working on a few videos. One of those is a LCD tabletop gaming video, which I'm sort of halfway through doing. I'm going to do an unboxing video of the HD Mega Drive, and then hopefully we'll have some new Sega Wall videos for you real soon. So until the next time, guys, hopefully I won't melt away. I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.